The MUA has always been involved in WIMDOI, which is Women in Male-Dominated Occupations and Industries Conference.
Trying to show other young Indigenous women out there that, if you just say yes and don't let fear stop you, you can achieve absolutely anything,
This conference started 25 years ago because there was nothing just for women in male-dominated occupations like ours.
30% at Sydney Ferries. And
we have now successfully seen the conference grow from maybe a handful of women at the time right through to 150 in the Tasmanian conference held in Devonport.
We are working women and we are union members.
We had prison officers, plumbers, chippies, all sorts of construction. We had miners, fireys, paramedics that are usually the only one in a workplace. So that's why WIMDOI is special, because it's about letting those women know that they're not the only one and that there's others like them, and then we work towards building our capacity, building our strength in our unions and moving forward into campaigns for the rights of women.
It's a rather organic conference, but it's to empower and network, and that's two things that are really important in giving women a space, especially in industries that are male dominated, having their voices heard and working as a collective. So it's been really exciting to see women take on leadership roles or extra challenges based on the experience they had at WIMDOI.
After 22 years, it's been absolutely amazing.
We cover a heap of topics at WIMDOI, things like uniform allocation, whether it be facilities on site, even through to the more tricky and touchy subjects like domestic violence. We've been fortunate in Tasmania to facilitate better provisions within agreements for a lot of our workers, because it isn't just a women's issue, it's a social issue that we need to be focused on.
Get up! Get down! Women make the world go round!
November 25 is the International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. It's not technically White Ribbon Day. Now, the White Ribbon Foundation has gone into insolvency this year, which is a shame because all of our officials were really involved in that campaign. We're not going to stop campaigning. It starts November 25 and it goes for 16 days. It's a global day. We are campaigning for domestic violence leave and real action for women that need help. The federal government rejected the ASU's campaign, the We Won't Wait campaign, which was a 10 days paid leave. They said that it wasn't necessary, so instead we got 5 days unpaid leave in the NES. That's not good enough. For a woman to be able to leave a violent environment, she needs to be able to make sure her job is secure.
Australian trade union movement should be very proud of this. It's now being picked up all around the world, but of course the next stage for us is that we must win paid family and domestic violence leave for every worker in Australia. It can't be that it's only enterprise by enterprise.
Women power! I always come along to International Women's Day marches.
Oh, it's a great union turnout, it usually is. We're much under the ITF banner.
International Women's Day is another big day on the calendar to celebrate their achievements and to encourage younger women to step up and really get active. It's great to have such a diverse range of people coming together to celebrate the achievements of women and having men come out to support women.
When I went to my first WIMDOI, there was a woman there, she was a plumber, and she said, you can tell the value of women in the workplace by the toilets. 3 things she said. Number 1 is, are there any? Where are they and what condition are they in? November 19 is World Toilet Day. The ITF has got a campaign called The Right to Flush. And when we went out to the ITF affiliates in Australia and asked them about toilet facilities for women in the workplaces, we're talking issues like train drivers that aren't allowed to stop a train to go to the toilet. We're talking issues in the mines where the CFMEU sisters were told that they had to use a device to be able to pee off the side of their machinery. Like, this is not acceptable. There should be correct facilities for women in the workplace, no matter where you work. So World Toilet Day is a day that we go and audit our facilities in our workplaces around the country and around the world. Over the years, WIMDOI has created some amazing leaders, officials in their unions, or organisers in their unions, or leaders elsewhere in the community.
We believe in fairness. We have integrity.
We are employing more women in our industries. Most of the officials around the country have ensured that employers, when they're taking on workers, are making sure they're recruiting women and recruiting Indigenous workers. We've got 8% women in the industry. It's better than it was, and there's more and more all the time, and the women are participating and they're turning up to rallies and they're being part of their union.